Check all tires for even wear. Make sure it's worn evenly on the outside, the inside, and the middle. Check that. Make sure the tires are properly inflated. This one could probably use a little bit of air. Bring your tire gauge and check all the pressures. Make sure they're even. If the vehicle is rear-wheel drive, it has a drive shaft. Grab it like this from underneath the vehicle and give it a twist back and forth like this. And see if there's any play. There should be little to no play, and if there is, it could be your worn U-joints or the differential. Listen for where it's coming from, you might be able to tell. If the vehicle is rear-wheel drive, when you're in the car and it's running, put the shifter into reverse and then quickly shift it to drive, and vice versa. If you hear a clunk in the back end, your differential could be worn, or your U-joints. That can get expensive too. In trucks you have shocks. In cars you have struts in the front and shocks in the back. To test these, all you do is lean over, get a firm grip, quickly put all your weight on the vehicle, push it down as hard as you can, and release it. Like that. These ones are good, but if they're bad, it should bounce up and down quite a few times and, you know, kind of be like a trampoline. A good shock and strut should just bounce up and down maybe 1.5 times and it should be okay, but any more than that you might want to look at getting them changed. If your car has a sunroof, make sure that it seals properly on the roof, because when you go and take this car for a car wash, you're gonna get water leaking in there all the time, or when it rains too. And that's not good. See, that's something you don't want when you buy a car. Look down the side of your vehicle. All the reflection should be nice and clear and not warped. See, if you look under here, you can see all that warpage. You don't want that either. It should be just like that. You can see a clear picture. Unless you don't want to do body work, but still, if you're looking for a car, you don't want to get into that. If you're a young guy and you like fast cars, I wouldn't suggest buying from a little old lady that just drove it to the grocery store back and forth since it was brand new. That could be bad news. If you drive it and right after you sell it, she drove for years and years going such slow speeds and the car never really revved up that much. But if you buy it and you go and drive it and you're just ripping down those streets, what happens is the pistons, when you're going at higher RPMs, they stretch a little higher. Like the connecting rod, the piston, and the crankshaft, it all stretches the tiniest little bit. And what happens is there's a wear ridge in the cylinder. And if you go above that, you can wreck your piston rings, and all of a sudden your car will be burning a bunch of oil in no time. And you'll be wondering what's going on. So be careful for that. If the vehicle is standard transmission, what you're looking for is you want to make sure the gear shifter goes back and forth and into each gear smoothly. If it sticks like that, then your synchros are bad, or other problems. That could lead to taking the transmission apart and rebuilding. That can get expensive, so be careful. Check the clutch. Make sure it's not too terribly worn like this one is. The rubber worn off. Make sure it goes in and out properly. And when you have the vehicle running, make sure it engages in a proper place. And then it might need to be adjusted if it isn't. With the car off, press the brakes and hold them down. And press hard on them. Pump them a few times. They should get really hard. And if you hold on them, they shouldn't just keep slowly going closer and closer towards the floor. That means you got brake leaks, and that could be problems. Check the heat and make sure it works properly, and also the air conditioning if it has it. If the heat doesn't work properly, you might have cooling system problems, and that might lead to your engine overheating. That could lead to blowing your head gasket or cracking your head. That's really expensive. See, there's a pretty worn seat right there. That tells you it's high mileage. But this car's got 270,000. That's a lot. Check to make sure the seat adjustment works properly and that the seat goes easily back and forth and it doesn't get jammed, that could be a very good sign that it's been in a car accident. Check the emergency brake and see if it works. What you want to do is park on a hill, put the car in neutral, pull the emergency brake and make sure it stays on properly and holds the car in one place. Look at your exhaust system. Make sure there isn't a big ass hole like that with mine. While you're driving your car, go down a bunch of bumpy roads and listen when you're going over those huge bumps to make sure there's no rattling noises in the back or popping noises in the front. And also go around sharp corners, go around even corners, go around normal corners at high, low, and medium speeds. Listen for any popping in the front end. That means you might need a bit of front end work, like struts, shocks, ball joints, tie rods. All those things can cause that. And, oh, CV joints too. And, that could be bad. Check the steering wheel alignment. Make sure the wheel is straight when you're going completely in a straight line on the road. Let go of the steering wheel for a brief minute and make sure the car doesn't pull to one side or the other. That could mean that your alignment is out, hopefully not, or that your tire pressure is inaccurate or uneven. Everyone loves car stinky things, but if you see too many of them in the car, that could be bad also. Once you've decided whether you like the vehicle or not, you can go ahead and discuss the price you would like to pay for it. Make sure it's reasonable for both of you guys, and make sure that they're, it's not a higher amount than what you could get another vehicle that's even better or newer than this one. Make sure you're paying the right price. My suggestion is don't buy from a dealer, because they always try and make money off of you. And they don't always go down either. You end up paying too much. If you have any questions about buying a used car or anything, just message me and I'll try and get back to you and answer your question. Thanks.